Well, hello. I just wanted to come and talk to y'all today about my tomatoes. And if you can help me out with something that I'm going to say, feel free to comment below. Guess what? I learned that you don't have to keep a tomato on the vine until it turns completely red. Okay? Because after it reaches a certain level, the plant itself stop actually giving nutrients to it, and it's not going to make it be any more sweeter. If anything, you're going to lose it. And I found that to be true. A lot of times, I'm in an area right now, we're having a lot of rain. And so I was trying to be very careful to watch the tomatoes. And I noticed that some of them had started turning. I did have one that actually fell off when I was out there doing some work. And this fell off like a week or two ago. And you see it still have not turned red. But I noticed it's finally starting to turn red. So I learned that the big markets the farms that actually grow tomatoes, they actually pick the tomato when they are green, because they're nice and hard and their skin is still kind of tough. So I was like, that's interesting, because this one was taking a while. I thought something was wrong with it. So when I kind of started doing my research, I learned that they actually take it when it's green, because they have to ship it, they got to wash it, they go down the conveyor belts. It sits up in a big room that they seal off, and then they actually, whatever the energy that I can't think of the chemical name, and I probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it anyway. But guess what? What's already inside this tomato that make it turns red on its own? They put these tomatoes in a big room and they artificially give it the chemical. Y'all, chemical. I'm not trying to eat chemicals. And I said, oh my God, that is why the tomato tastes totally different from the store-bought tomato and your homegrown tomato. So I learned that today. So guess what? So they take it and they are harvesting it kind of like this, because nobody wants to buy a what kind of tomato? One with bruises and all kind of stuff on it. So this way, because it's nice and hard, it'll keep it from doing that. And even being on the vine, like look, this one's on the vine, and you see it has some little marks and stuff on it. And that can simply just come from when the rain or the wind is hitting it and it's on the vine, and it's hitting it, and because the skin start to get a little soft because it's ripening, it can actually scar it. But because I know where this one came from, I know it's okay. So here's the thing why I'm going to start taking my tomatoes off the vine, and I'm not going to let them sit there. Number one, when they sit there a long time and they start being all nice and red, somebody is going to come along, or something is going to come along, and they going to like the color of it, and they going to start munching on it. And this year I am determined to munch on my own food, okay? So that's one reason why you got to go get it. Now, I'm going to start taking them off in between. This one is still nice and firm. This one's firmer, very firm. This one got a little wiggle in it. And this one is sure enough soft. This one is ready to be cut, put some salt and pepper on, and just enjoy. Or this one is nice and it's still kind of firm. This one is even firmer. I mean, nice and firm, kind of like in between these. So you see they all three at different levels. So I want to start pulling them between this and this, okay? Because I don't want, first of all, something else coming. Now, when it's a lot of rain, this is another reason why I got to be careful and go get them. When the stem not the stem, when the skin, I had to cut off my glasses. When the skin reaches its max, like its max capacity, and the tomato is taking up all that water, it will cause the skin to do this. Y'all see that? The skin burst. Now, I'm going to still eat this tomato. You know why? Because this morning, when I was out there inspecting, this tomato did not do this. And I know it hadn't been done long because I have some where this actually starts scaling over. It closes up. I'm still going to enjoy this tomato. Sure is. Because it happened between, I'm telling you, between like about 8 a.m. this morning. And when I got back in about 6:30-ish, I went out there and I saw it. I said, oh my God, let me get it. And it had started to heal over just being in the house for about 2-3 hours. Okay? So you don't want this to happen either. When it's a lot of rain or you give it too much watering, it will actually, the skins will start to bust. Okay? And that's why if you take them off right at this color, you won't have this problem. Okay? So that's a little bit on tomatoes today. All right, so what y'all think? So come and tell me your ideals and your information that you know about potatoes. I mean, not potatoes. Oh, I'm thinking about the potatoes, y'all, because I'm going to show y'all my harvest potatoes. They were the small ones. I'm thinking about them. This is my harvest, my potato harvest. And I have not washed them yet, but they have been like this for 2 weeks. Now I'm going to go ahead and wash them. And I noticed that a couple of them, they don't look too hot. And, you know, I got to get these potatoes away from those because we'll end up with magnets and all kind of stuff. And it looked like it's got a little wet down at the bottom. I don't know if something spilled, but I'm going to clean these up today and get them ready. But I think this is good for my first little harvest. And I do like the little small ones like this. I like that. That's good enough to eat because we do a lot of crab ball or just the, I got to lay off all that crab though because cholesterol is kind of high. So I got to clean these, but this is my potato harvest. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Now, I went to a store. I'm gonna put it that way. I was saying I went to a store, but hey, I went to cook my husband a baked potato yesterday, and my potato had started doing this, so I'm going to plant this. Okay. Then I went today to cook some potatoes, and my potatoes, see, I bought these organic, so they are sprouting. So instead of eating these, I'm going to plant these so we can get more potatoes because it's my goal to stop buying potatoes when I can grow them myself. See, back in the day when we was little, you know what? When we saw potatoes like that, child, we used to throw them things away. Had I known what I know today, I would have been planting potatoes way back when. So y'all be blessed. Have a great day. As I always say, the Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. We shall not want for good tomatoes, and we surely shall not want for good potatoes. So, and this is Aggie Ann coming to you. Let me know your ideas on what you do with your tomatoes. And I'm not an expert, but I'm just learning, and I probably have made some mistakes. I'm probably doing something that's not quite as right, but if I keep working and talking to y'all, it'll get right eventually. So, yep, that's it. So, have a great day, and go ahead and do something great for somebody else today, because, hey, we're all just trying to make it. Y'all be great. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want.